Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Do They Miss You spread for March 2020 for my wonderful, fantastic Aquariuses. I just want to give you a shout out, Aquarius. Last video was amazing, phenomenal. You guys hit it like 7,000, almost 8,000. I don't know, it keeps growing. So I just want to say thank you so much for all that love and support that you guys have given me. And if you guys all collectively watch this one again, I really do appreciate it. I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you. Mwah. So without further ado, let me not ramble on too much and get on to the reading. So the first question that we're going to be asking is, how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? And one more time. So, how do they... sorry for that. How do they feel about you? 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 So we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is representing of a couple things here. Pages represent somebody that's a little bit younger, that has a little bit maturity under their belt. Cups represents, energies of love and emotion and empathy. Cups also represents water sign energies such as such as Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And coming back to the question here is, how do they feel about you? They feel like they want to give you a cup of love. They want to give you messages of love, and they want to show you that they love and they care about you and they have empathy and they have emotions toward you as a whole. So how do they feel? They want to give you a cup of love. They want to send you messages of love. How else do they feel about you? 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 Well, they're kind of weighing their options here. They're very heavy options that they're trying to weigh. And these are pentacles. Pentacles are having to do with long-term commitment here. And so they're trying to weigh their options pertaining to the situation. And how do they feel about you? They're weighing their options of how they feel about you. Like, do they love you? Do they not love you? Should they go towards and talk to you? Should they not go towards and talk to you? They're really trying to weigh their options here pertaining to long-term commitment. And this is the main central theme. And how else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? They're feeling like they want some type of equal give and take pertaining to the situation here, some type of justice to be had. Again, trying to equal out the balance here. And they feel like they just want some type of equal emotion with you. And so that's, ultimately kind of the trend that's happening here, as well as sending you messages of love. So what are the blockages between you and them? What happened between you and them that's causing you guys to not be able to have a good type of relationship? What are the blockages between you and them? What are the blockages between you and them? What are the blockages between you and them? Well, the first blockage here is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, Knight usually represents somebody that's a little bit older, that has a little bit more maturity under the belt. Pentacles represents long-term commitment, analyzing, thinking, as well as it represents earth sign energies such as Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Knights also represent movement towards something here. And what does this card mean as a whole? This card represents somebody moving towards somebody and offering up long-term commitment. However, with this card, he's really not moving at all. He might as well just be stagnant. And so what he's doing here, he's really analyzing and thinking and calculating what is the best course of action to take forward, giving his cup, giving his pentacles, which is his long-term commitment, which is his relationship, right? So he's really trying to figure out what is the best course of action here. And coming back to the question, what are the blockages between you and them? I feel like there's a blockage between you and them because somebody is really doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about long-term commitment, which it seems like they are doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about long-term commitment. And it may be an earth sign or somebody getting in the way or something to do with their pent-up emotions where there was a miscommunication, which is a blockage because they're like stagnant and stuck and really in their head, but they're not really able to move forward with the situation. So what else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? It seems like an equal give and take pertaining to the situation is a blockage here. So an equal give and take pertaining to emotions. We have cups, which represent emotions, love, and empathy. And it seems to be a blockage because it wasn't an equal give and take in the situation, and it caused a blockage between you and this individual. Again, how do they feel about you? They want an equal give and take pertaining to the situation. And this is the main central theme here. So what else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? We have the Knight of Wands. Knights represents, somebody that's a little bit older in the situation, that has a little bit more maturity in their belt. Knights also represents movement towards something. Wands represents a fire sign energy such as Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Wands also represent passion, sexual drive, and movement towards that. And this card as a whole represents a playboy type figure. So if we bring it all together, basically this is movement towards somebody giving you some type of sexual drive, some type of sexual passion, basically. And so what are the blockages between you and this individual? It seems like movement towards sexual drive and movement towards your passions as well. That could be as well a thing. And so the blockages is either you guys had some type of blockage between going towards your passions, and or there is a blockage in the sexual realm in the bedroom. So what do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in your life? Do they want you back in your life? Do they want you back in their life? In their life, rather. Let me just ask it one more time. Do they want you back in their life? So thus far, what it looks like is they're really crying over spilled milk in the past. And again, we have cups, which cups represents love, emotion, and empathy. And they're really, really upset about something that has happened that cannot be undone. They're not looking at the cups behind them at all. They're really looking at the stuff that's kind of in front of them that has fallen. And they're just focusing on that. And so coming back to the question here is, do they want you back in their life? Right now, I feel like they're really focusing on the past and they're unable to really see the true things of everything, and they're really, really upset. So do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? They're having a lot of sleepless nights and anxiety about a couple things because they're, doing a lot of thinking and contemplating again about the past. The past seems to be kind of distraughting them. That's no word. It seems to be upsetting them in the situation, and they're unable to really think and function properly. They're unable to get a good night's rest. They're not really able to be functional beings as a whole, and this is the main central theme. So do they want you back in their life? Thus far it seems like maybe not at this moment, because they're really thinking about the past and it's causing them a lot of distress. And do they want you back in their life? 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 We have the Death card. The Death card is representing of some type of ending, to have a new beginning. So I feel like maybe they want the feeling that they're feeling to end, to have a new beginning with you, or try to start anew with you. Something needs to end to have a new beginning, basically. And coming back to the question here is, do they want you back in their life? And I feel like yes and no. They want the feelings that they have to end, but they just want things to kind of have a fresh new start, to be able to have you back in their life. And the question again, or the $20,000 question is, do they miss you? Do they miss you? Let's give this a good shuffle real quick. Give it a good shuffle. Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? So it seems like somebody has walked away from their emotions here. We have the moon and the card in here, which means mystery, deception, and something is very confusing. Cups represents, love, empathy, and it also represents, love, empathy, and emotion here. So somebody's walked away from their emotions as a whole. And I feel like they're trying their best not to miss you, because they were trying to walk away from their emotions. Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Ouch. It hurt. It seems like they're doing a lot of waiting around for a long-term commitment. So a lot of work that they put in, they're doing a lot of waiting around for the situation. So it's kind of seeming like they want to walk away from their emotions, but at the same time, they still have that residual feeling of wanting to wait around for you and see what's going to happen in the long run, to see if you're going to come back and see if things are going to work out and have long term commitment from it at the end of the day. So they want to walk away. They are trying to walk away from their emotions, but at the same time, they still want to be in a relationship. And this is the main central theme here. Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? It seems like they're a little bit afraid. They're worried of some type of sneaky behavior happening between you and this individual. And they're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about this as a whole, because of the swords. And this card represents, you know, cheating, getting cheated on, somebody saying really mean, nasty things behind your back, and or, you know, some type of, you know, stalking happening between you and this individual. So I feel like they miss you, but they're afraid of things to happen. So let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. What is some advice? What is some advice? What is some advice? Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in another one are the qualities you both possess, equally so. The qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So basically, it's saying that you guys are quite similar to each other and you have a lot in common, but it seems like you guys are maybe not really ready for interacting with each other again, and or, you know, it just coming to a consensus where you can equally feel happy with each other. And the qualities that you have of your own, you know, so you're very similar, like I said before, but also you possess negative qualities, so it seems you guys reflect that upon each other. And you know, it's your own reflection, so of course there's a lot of miscommunication and anger and all that stuff. And so basically my advice to you would be, don't project qualities that, you know, don't try your best to be understanding of everybody, and try to your best to, you know, look forward to the future and communicate with people, or communicate with the individual. If you want to get back in contact with this person, definitely consider it, but just be aware that you need to have a fresh new start, and not to, you know, overbear the individual with anything negative, because you want to, you know, start anew with this person, right? And so try your best to do that if you'd like. But yeah, they do definitely seem to have some type of missing, that they're really conflicted in their feelings, and they want to have something new to start because they're really caught up in the past here. But just be aware with that in the near coming future. So thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to see more videos like this one, hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload my next video. YouTube has recommended some stuff over here for you. And take care. Good luck in your endeavors.